Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions Retold. Episode 1. Yuuta and the Eye of the Wicked Lord, Act 2. Yuuta was scared of the girl's golden eye glowing as she approached him. "Stay away! Get back!" shouted Yuuta, but the girl tripped on the same weight and landed on him with her face on his chest. When she got up, her eye wasn't glowing anymore. "One moment, please. I'll put it back in," she said. "It was a color contact all along?" exclaimed Yuuta. You could say that either A, Yuuta hallucinated the effect, B, the girl's eye really did glow, or C, I used my magic to give the illusion. What? I'm the myth storyteller who has magical powers. Anyway, Yuuta was trying to give the girl an eye drop without her golden contact. No! It's entering! It's inside me!" she said tearfully. "Could you not talk like that?" asked Yuuta. The drop went in. After images," said the girl. She then put her golden contact back in her right eye and donned her eye patch over it. Yuuta put the drops away and said, "Listen, I'll tell you one more time. I'm done with that make-believe stuff. So drop it and stay away from me. And don't even think about telling anyone." "You already saw my wicked eye," replied the girl. "The unbreakable pact between our souls is complete. We are kindred spirits of the shadows, and our souls are bound by darkness." "Yeah, whatever you say," said Yuuta. "Look, I'm going back to class. You should too if you don't want to get into trouble." And Yuuta left the nurse's office. Yuuta was in the entrance ceremony inside a gym with all the other students. "What are the odds of someone like her discovering me right away?" he thought. "I must not have blended in as well as I thought." The announcement summoned the freshman representative, Shinka Nibutani, to the stage. She then delivered her speech to the whole gym. "Dear faculty, staff, and now fellow students, today we are able to safely hold this entrance ceremony. With the cherry blossoms in bloom and the spring sun shining warmly upon us, we are truly grateful that you would prepare such a wonderful entrance ceremony for us freshmen. On this day, we thank you all for your attendance, and I wish each and every one of us an amazing school year here in Eco Private High." So she's our class representative? Yuuta thought. Soon the first day of school came to a close. In room 1-4, the teacher, Nanase Tsukumo, said to her class, "Now that everyone's been properly introduced, let's go ahead and wrap up for the day. Class dismissed. Once you're home, don't forget to take a look at your syllabus, please." The class began to pack up for the day. "Hey, Tagashi," said Ishiki, "are you going straight home? Me and some of the others were talking about grabbing a bite to eat. Would you want to come with us, maybe?" Yuuta was surprised with anxiety. "Huh? So you're inviting me too?" he asked. "Yeah, man," replied Ishiki. Yuuta briefly remembered his past self eating alone and dramatic. "But are you sure you really want me to join?" he asked. "Why wouldn't I?" replied Ishiki. "You mean because of Takanashi, right?" "Takanashi?" asked Yuuta. "Yeah, Rika Takanashi, the cutie you took to the nurse's office," said Ishiki. Rika was 4 seats in front of Yuuta, minding her own business. "You two lovebirds promised to walk home together or something?" he asked. "You're wrong," replied Yuuta. "There's nothing going on between us. I swear, definitely, nothing at all." "Don't tell me. Are you actually into dudes?" "No judgment," said Ishiki. "I'm not. It's just that—" "Don't you think it would start up some weird rumors?" asked Yuuta. "Really? Why?" asked Ishiki. Just then, one of his group members asked if he was ready to go. "Yeah, just a sec," he replied. "All right, let's head out," Ishiki said to Yuuta. Yeah," said Yuuta. But before he got up, Miss Nanase called him. "Mr. Tagashi, a moment, please." Rika was with her. Soon the classroom was empty, and Yuuta, Rika, and Miss Nanase went to her office. It seems Takanashi lost her wallet, said Miss Nanase. She just moved here, so she doesn't know the area too well. Tagashi, why don't the two of you walk home together? She asked. Huh? But why me? Asked Yuuta. You just happen to live so close together that it's perfect. You see? Said Miss Nanase, showing him a picture that said so. Yuuta was surprised. You do live right above me, said Yuuta to Rika. That explains it then. Well, I'm counting on you, said Miss Nanase. Rika's idiot hair bounced. Yuuta and Rika were waiting at the train station. Rika was sitting on a bench while Yuuta was talking to Ishiki on the phone. I'm really sorry. I'll definitely be down for next time. Yeah. See ya, he said before hanging up. Yuuta then sat next to Rika. So how long have you lived above us? He asked. I thought that our upstairs neighbor was some lonely old office lady. I moved here the day before yesterday, replied Rika. Toka Takanashi is my big sister. So that explains it, said Yuuta. You're living with your big sister then. That's just a cover story, claimed Rika. The truth is that Toka's really a sorceress for the Invisible Boundary Line Administration Bureau, my enemy. What are you talking about? Asked Yuuta. When she awakens, nothing can possibly contain her power. Not even the eye of the Wicked Lord. So scary, said Rika. She's really that scary? Asked Yuuta. Don't give up, Rika! We shall defeat her! Shouted Rika. If she puts up with this nonsense all the time, your sister must be a saint, said Yuuta. I need your help, Yuuta. With the unstoppable power of the Dark Flame Master, we can obliterate the Bureau once and for all and find the invisible boundary lines for sure, said Rika. I told you to never call me that, said an agitated Yuuta. Rika then stood up. You just wait right here. I thought of a new technique, she said. Rika began to sprint and use her black and pink roller skate shoes to skate and pose. The absolute fiery judgment of Lucifer! Shouted Rika as she rolled to a stop. But nothing happened. Well then, she said, looking back as her idiot hair bounced. I can't believe you have roller skates in your shoes. Are you a kid? Asked an unimpressed Yuuta. They provide excellent mobility, said Rika, rolling back to him. Also with these, when I come under enemy fire, she ran, circled, and spun around in circles as she sang, clang, clang, bam! Rika then collapsed to the ground and held onto her left side of her rib cage. She unawarely startled a nearby businessman. You got 2 or 3 of my ribs, huh? You can do that. Pretty cool, right? Asked Rika. Can you not be so embarrassing? Asked Yuuta. He and Rika then went to a drink vending machine. Do you want one? I'll buy, said Yuuta. Wait for it, replied Rika, and she closed her eyes and crossed her fingers. But as she did her thing, the train was arriving. Up, up, down, down, left, right, chanted Rika. Takanashi, the train's here, said Yuuta. Hurry and put your coins in, said Rika. And so he did. The train's doors opened. Now's the time. B.A. start, shouted Rika. What do you mean, B.A. start? Asked Yuuta. When they ordered a Mr. Peter from the vending machine, it was too late. The train's doors closed and left the station. Rika picked up the drink. This is a magical potion. It'll replenish your magical energy. The Bureau hides it in plain sight, she said. Yuuta then gave her noogies in frustration and said, Quit making me miss the frickin' train! But then the message on the vending machine displayed, You win 1 drink. Rika then laughed. Now you have witnessed my true power. Nice try. Don't even pretend you're just as surprised as I was, said Yuuta, ordering a drink for himself. He and Rika then boarded the next train as soon as it arrived. Incidentally, B and A are banana and apple. Placement differs by the season, so be careful, said Rika. Yeah, replied Yuuta. That evening, Yuuta and Rika finally made it home. You sure eat up a lot of time, you know that? He asked her. Yuuta! Shouted Kuzuha from a flight of stairs. I need your help! Yuuta and Rika went to Togashi's apartment to find out that there were boxes blocking the entrance. The movers tried delivering them to Takanashi's place, but they waited and nobody came, so they asked us to take them in, said Kuzuha. Why would they do that? Is this your fault? Yuuta asked Rika. The Bureau's interference delayed my return, unfortunately, she replied. I was supposed to be home by 3 o'clock. Pow! Yuuta was constantly karate chopping Rika in the forehead. Yuuta, who is this? Asked a shocked Kuzuha. Toka's little sister, the person above us. They're living together now, so... replied Yuuta. Oh, is that right? She asked. Yep, replied Yuuta, wrapping up his wave of karate chops on Rika. What's even in all these boxes anyway? He asked her. This can't possibly be one person's stuff, right? Rika pulled out some trinkets and said, These are all valuable artifacts. So you're telling me these boxes are full of nothing but crap? Explained Yuuta. Calm down. I'll go get us some food, okay? Said Kuzuha. I also have practical items, said Rika, pulling one out. A normal umbrella, said Yuuta. It's actually a weapon. Very practical, she said. For defense, Schwartz Shield. Rika called it her Schwartz ZX Prototype Mark II. Yuuta then gave her a box. Here, put these where they belong, he said to Rika. But each box was heavy. She struggled to get one up the stairs. All right, I'll help you, said Yuuta. And so, he and Rika spent the rest of daylight moving the boxes to her apartment. Yuuta was exhausted. Thank you. I am eternally grateful, said Rika. Yeah, you better be, replied Yuuta. Where's your sister? She always comes home late, replied Rika. That night, it was raining, and Rika was having dinner with the Togashi family in their apartment. Oh my, you're Miss Takanashi's little sister? Asked Mother Togashi to Rika. You're both so pretty. Yuuta, you better keep an eye on her. Why's that? He asked. Kuzuha was curious about Rika's left eye covered by the latter's eye patch. Is your eye okay? She asked. Don't worry about it. There's nothing wrong with her eye at all, said Yuuta. The eye of the Wicked Lord has long repressed the forces of darkness with holy power, said Rika. There's no need for a lengthy explanation, said Yuuta. Understood, she replied. Just then, Yumeha playfully attacked Yuuta with a toy sword. This is the end, she said. Yumeha had an orange coat, light brown hair, and aqua eyes. Yumeha, you can't just grab whatever you want, said Yuuta. It's really cool, she said. No, it's not cool, he said back. It's really cool, said Rika. If you put that sword on your back, it would be perfect. On my back? Asked Yumeha. Wasn't that what you used to do, Yuuta? You wore that sword on your back with a black coat over it? Asked Kuzuha. Kuzuha! Shouted Yuuta. I remember when you were in elementary school, you had quite the imagination, Mother Togashi gladly said to Yuuta. Every night before dinner, you'd chant weird spells and... Come on, Mom! Isn't it the time you left for your night shift? Jeez! Shouted Yuuta. Mother Togashi grumbled. Fine. After dinner, Yuuta had the toy sword and went out to his balcony. That's why I told them just to leave this garbage alone, said an embarrassed Yuuta. Garbage? Asked Rika, following him. Yeah, replied Yuuta. Those items contain the power of the Dark Flame Master, said Rika. I told you 100 times I'm not the Dark Flame Master anymore, said Yuuta. Why not? She asked. Because it's embarrassing, he replied. But it's cool, said Rika. Quit saying that. There's nothing cool about any of this, said Yuuta, stabbing the toy sword in one of the boxes. Rika began to feel sad, but he didn't notice. Doing stuff like this is stupid. There's no point. Yuuta continued. The flames of darkness, the dark flame dragon, none of it's real. It's just a kid's game that doesn't matter. Yuuta, it does matter, said Rika. It doesn't. It does. Quit arguing, shouted Yuuta, before he finally became aware of Rika's sadness. It matters. So, please don't just throw it away. Yuuta didn't answer. He looked at his boxes, and then back at a sad Rika. Yuuta sighed. And he then said to appease her, "Be enveloped in the flames of darkness and disappear!" Rika's sadness disappeared. Don't get the wrong idea. I just think it'd be a waste to throw all this away at all. Might as well auction them off for some money, said Yuuta. Rika smiled. Yeah. Let's hurry up and go inside. If we stay out here in this weather, we'll catch a cold, said Yuuta. Rika agreed, and so they did. Despite what he said, the rain that spring was a little warm, and little did they know, there were more adventures to come.